If you're like me and you've got a big pile of jeans that are either too big, too small, wrong size, wrong shape, well, stay tuned, because today I'm going to turn one of these pairs of jeans into the Butterick B4669 Corset top. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Special warm welcome to all my new subscribers. I've been totally blown away with everybody who's subscribed to the channel so far. So I was going through my wardrobe and I found all these pairs of jeans. Now I'm going to donate some to charity, but I'm going to take a couple of pairs and I'm going to try and upcycle them into some garments that I would like to wear. One of which is going to be this Butterick corset top. So I'm going to make view A from here and I'm going to try and make it reversible. I've got some pillowcases with some cool giraffes on. The rest of this duvet set I actually tried to make into another garment that didn't quite work so well, so I'm going to be hacking into that as well. So first thing I need to do is trace my size from this pattern and then start taking apart a pair of these jeans. Take your pattern pieces and trace around your correct size, being careful to keep to the same size at all times. I always trace all my patterns just so I can keep them and reuse them as many times as I want to. Tracing out the pattern is an extra step, but I think it's totally worth it. Take your jeans and either seam rip them or cut them. I seam rip them just to give me as much material as possible. Give them a good iron and then place your pattern pieces onto the jeans as best you can, trying to keep on grain. As I can't fit the back piece on the fold, I've just laid it singly on one leg, and then I'm taking my ruler and adding a 1/2 inch seam allowance onto the middle of the pattern piece allowance, and I'll stitch these two pieces back together later. Once you've cut all your pattern pieces for the outside, then move on to your lining. This back piece I'm able to cut on the fold and I'm just placing it over the little drafts as closely as I can. Don't forget to add all your notches and markings onto your pattern pieces. Once you've got all your pattern pieces cut out, then move on to interfacing your outside pieces. I roughly cut the interlining out and then iron it on and then cut it to shape afterwards. I've also added a 2-inch strip of interfacing onto the lining of the piece. Next, take your front pieces and your front side pieces and run a line of ease and stitches down each side. Then pin your front piece and side piece together. This will be a little bit awkward because of the curves. Just use loads of pins and take your time. Then put your back pieces onto your front pieces and attach them on the shoulder. Take your outside piece and join the centre backs together and then add the side pieces to the back piece. Iron everything flat. Don't forget to clip your curves. And take your outside piece and your inside piece, wrong sides together, and pin them all the way around the edges and then sew them together. Then trim off any excess around the edges. Sew your bias binding strip to the jeans material, right sides together, staying in the little crease. Then fold your bias binding over and either machine stitch or hand stitch it down. Then I hand stitch my bias binding to the inside of my top. Took me a while, I watched a little bit of TV at the same time. Add in any markings that might have been ironed away. As a test piece, I took some of the jeans material, I interfaced it, I took some of the lining material, interfaced it, sewed it together, and then attempted to put some grommets in for the eyelets. Didn't really work, unfortunately. I tried to use my machine to do some eyelets, but again, that wasn't very successful. So in the end, I just hand sewed them in. I use a little bit more bias binding to create a ribbon to do up the top. And here we are. A pair of jeans turned into the Butterick B4669 Corset top. I'm really pleased with it. Next time I might just add a little bit of boning or something just into this little middle centre bit, and possibly add on 1/4 inch or something just to this front part here. I mean, I'm never going to wear this top without a shirt on or something underneath, which was a little bit of a problem actually, because I realised I only had this one shirt. I don't know why I don't have more shirts, but not massively a problem though, because I can actually sew one. So my next project I think might be some kind of piratey, peasanty blouse to wear underneath this top, because I really like it. What changes did I make to the pattern? So I added that centre seam here so it would fit onto the legs of the jeans. I also didn't put in the bias binding just on this back seam here because I didn't think it'd be massively comfortable when I wear it the other way around, because this top is 100% reversible. For the eyelets, I did try and use one of those like grommet machines or whatever, but it just didn't work. So I ended up just hand sewing them. So the outside was a pair of jeans and the inside was, well, it was a duvet cover to start with, but then I changed that into a dress, which I didn't really like. So then I changed that into the lining of this top. So what do you think? Tell me what you think down in the comments. I have really enjoyed the fact that I've made this out of a pair of jeans. I've upcycled them and given them a different lease of life. I've got all those pairs of jeans, which I will donate most of them, but I think I might keep a couple of pairs back just to see what else I can upcycle them into. If you have any ideas, please leave it down in the comments. If you like this video, then there's a special button for that. And if you'd like to see me sew more things, then you know what to do. Thank you so much for joining me, and see you again next time. Bye.